And the Army's Lieutenant General D.S. Hooda, Corps Commander of the Srinagar Corps, is speaking live. Let's listen.
Are being flown in. And this is going to continue over the next 3 to 4 days. So we'll have more and more engineers, more and more boats, powered boats which are going to come in. About 10,000 blankets and 3,000 tents have been provided by the Army. And there are additional stores which have been dispatched by both rail and road from our ordnance depots at Kanpur and at Delhi. And these should start fetching in the area of Jammu by tomorrow, and thereafter they'll get airlifted. Food and water supplies. Water, as you know, is a major criticality now in the Kashmir region because fresh water availability is coming down. Food and water supplies are being flown in from Pathankot and from Chandigarh. Medicines and medical teams are also being deployed from Pathankot, Chandigarh and Delhi. And these are also flying in. As on date, we have about 60 medical teams, but we plan to bring it up to about 80 teams to start with. And if any more are required, then more will come in. As far as the road connectivity is concerned, the focus today of the Army is on connecting up Srinagar, both from Jammu side and from the Leh side. About 14 landslides on the National Highway 44 which links up with Srinagar have been cleared. There is a major damage at kilometer 172 where we've already started creating a new alignment. And we are hopeful that if the weather holds, then in the next 4 to 5 days, we should have this alignment through. Beyond this, up to Kazikund, there is no problem with the road. Beyond that, we are not able to assess the state of the road because it's still underwater. So we'll have to see. As an alternative, we have also started clearing the Zojila axis, which I am hopeful that in the next 24 to 48 hours we'll get it through. And if some essential supplies are required, in Leh, as you are aware, we build up very large number of stocks, which we call advanced winter stocking, because Leh remains cut off for 6 months in a year. So very large number of essential supplies, food, etc. gets built up into Ladakh. So items are available there as soon as the Zojila access is open. Some essential items, if required, we will bring it in from the Leh side also. Jammu region is slowly limping back to normalcy. We don't see any criticality, major criticality here, and here the focus is on some reconstruction of roads which have been damaged. The road to Punch was cut off. It is now through for light traffic, and we are hoping to improve it further. Towards Riyasi more, that road remains cut off, but we've opening up the access from Katra to Riyasi, and that we are hopeful in the next 24 hours that will get opened up. Other roads also being worked on, but largely we'll get the road communications through in the Jammu region in the next 24 to 48 hours. We have identified 8 bridges which will require reconstruction in the Jammu region. And stores are being moved to site, engineer parties are there, so that as quickly as possible we can build these roads, particularly on the Ans river, so that we can get the communications through in the area of Riyasi, more Riyasi. We are also working with the civil administration to restore electricity connection and water supply, because that is one more area which actually is critical, because for health and hygiene purposes, if fresh water supply is not available, it could become a criticality. So we are working to restore electricity and water supply. It's already been done in the areas of Rajouri, Poonch. Electricity has been restored. North Kashmir is largely alright, areas of Baramulla, Uri, Kupwara. As soon as the water level recedes in Srinagar and South Kashmir, we will work with the civil administration to do that. We have already moved, engineers have moved water pumps which we can put for pumping of water supply. The last 2 days, as the rain has stopped, relief work has picked up tremendously with the Air Force flying in a large number of sorties. So, a lot of air effort is now being diverted and made available after the weather has improved. And I see that over the next 2-3 days, more and more relief material will come in, and things should hopefully improve. As I said, in the next 48 hours, our focus remains on Srinagar and areas of South Kashmir, because there are still a very large number of people who are stranded, without any food, water, etc. And it's our idea to pull them out as quickly as possible. And let me assure you that we are going to continue with this Operation Megh Rahat till everyone is pulled out and is rescued. So that is all I have to say. Thank you very much. Now if you have any questions, I'll take them.
My question, किस तरह की जो डिफिकल्टीज हैं जम्मू में पहले और अब कश्मीर में आर्मी को फेस करनी पड़ रही है, एक, और दूसरा सबसे बड़ी चुनौती जो है आर्मी के लिए, फेंस काफी एरियाज में डैमेज हुई है, वॉशआउट हुई है, वो किस तरह की चल रहा है?
इसी जम्मू और कश्मीर रीजन में अलग अलग टाइप के चैलेंजेस आए थे। आपको मालूम है यहाँ पर जिस तरह के फ्लड्स आए हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा फ्लड से ब्रिजेस वॉश ऑफ हो गए, रोड कम्युनिकेशंस कट गई, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वाटर सप्लाई सब स्नैप हो गया था। हमारे अपने जो पोस्ट हैं, आपने जो बताया, खासकर लखनऊ रीजन में जो मुनव्वर तवी के साथ थे, उन पोस्ट को काफ़ी डैमेज हुआ है, फेंसिंग को भी उसमें डैमेज हुआ है। लेकिन जैसा आपने देखा 6 तारीख को जब मैं जम्मू गया था तो एक अलग हालत थी। 7 तारीख को गए तो ऐसा लगा ही नहीं कि यहाँ कोई पानी है। यहाँ पर पानी बिल्कुल एकदम निकल जाता है। तो अभी जम्मू रीजन में जो रोड कम्युनिकेशंस पर्टिकुलरली रिमोट एरियाज में है, उसको रिस्टोर कराना, और हम ये भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि पीर पंजाल हाई रीचेज में जहाँ पर गुज्जर और बकरवाल के कुछ डेरे थे, जहाँ तक शायद पहुँचे नहीं थे, अभी उस जगह पहुँचकर देख रहे हैं कि उनकी हालत किस तरह से है और वो सब ठीक है कि नहीं। कैजुअल्टीज़ भी आपको मालूम है कि ज़्यादा यहीं हुई हैं जम्मू रीजन में एज़ कम्पेयर टू कश्मीर रीजन। कश्मीर रीजन में चैलेंजेस अलग हैं, क्योंकि जो हम देख रहे हैं वो ये है कि इतना जल्दी वहाँ पर हालत कंट्रोल में नहीं आएगी। अभी भी टीवी के ऊपर, हमारे मोबाइल टेलीफोन्स के ऊपर पता नहीं हज़ार मैसेज आ रहे हैं कि हम इधर ट्रैप्ड हैं, हम उधर ट्रैप्ड हैं, हमें बचाइए। तो ये कोशिश रहेगी। और उसके बाद जब वाटर थोड़ा रिसीड होगा वहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम है, पानी के लिए आउटलेट एक ही है झेलम के, बाकी वैली है, तो वहाँ पर एकदम से पानी ड्रेन आउट होना भी मुश्किल है। उसमें से 9 लोग हम रेस्क्यू कर सके थे और 2 आदमी अभी भी मिसिंग हैं, और 4 दिन हो गए हैं, तो शायद नो, देवर 2 सोल्जर्स थे हमारे। हाँ, उस बोट में एक ऑफिसर भी था, वो ऑफिसर रेस्क्यू हो गया है। 2 जवान हमारे अभी मिसिंग हैं।
फर्स्टली इट वाज क्लियर कि कश्मीर वैली में सबसे ज़्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट बोट्स की और जो पानी पंप करने के लिए मशीनें उनकी है। क्या वजह है कि पिछले 4 दिनों में हम लोग उतने ज़्यादा बोट्स वहाँ पे नहीं पहुँचा पाए हैं जितनी होनी चाहिए ऑन ग्राउंड, जिससे कि रेस्क्यू वर्क है वो हैम्पर हो रहा है?
एक्चुअली पहले दिन किसी ने नहीं सोचा था कि ये इतना लगातार बारिश चलेगी। दूसरे दिन तक क्लियर था कि झेलम जहाँ आती है, संगम और साउथ अनंतनाग खानाबल के एरिया में पानी भर रहा है। बोट्स हमारी श्रीनगर में भी थी और इस साइड बनिहाल साइड में भी थी। अनफॉर्चुनेटली दोनों साइड कट हो गया। हमारी फिर ये कोशिश थी कि Mi-17 हेलीकॉप्टर्स में बोट्स हमने लोड करके रख दी थी तैयार, कि मी-17 हेलीकॉप्टर्स में हम उनको बोट्स को अनंतनाग खानाबल एरिया में ले आएंगे, वहाँ से रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस करेंगे। लेकिन मौसम इतना ख़राब था कि 5 तारीख तक एक भी एयरफोर्स सॉर्टी नहीं उड़ सकी, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा कष्ट हुआ बोट्स को साउथ कश्मीर लाने में।
Give us an understanding of how much time it will take for you to restore the arterial roads before communication starts. 1, 2, on the fence, how much of your fence has been damaged and therefore what kind of fence do you see?
And in the long run, so once this is all over, the rescue relief is done, how much of trouble will the army have in, trying to rebuild the roads and getting back to its own routine and normalcy? Because when the roads are gone, you'll have a huge amount of trouble, maintaining your presence and stuff like that.
I had already mentioned this. Let me start with the Jammu region roads. The main road that we are focusing and looking at is the National Highway 44, which connects up with Srinagar. And that we have cleared 14 landslides en route. We've reached a place called Ramsu where the road is cut off, about 200 meters. So we're looking at making an alternate alignment so that the traffic starts flowing.